Yo, we're doing Dark Souls 2, 5 bosses per video like always, and we're going to start it off with our 16th boss of this series, the Rotten. So this guy's going to give me the great soul I need to move on in the story, and he's not a great boss, but he's not a bad one either. He's just kind of in the mid category, because he's kind of like the Old Iron King, where he doesn't really move a whole lot, and his attacks are very one-dimensional. He's probably easier than the Old Iron King, because at least like the fire attack he had was dangerous as fuck, but this guy, he has nothing going for him except like the butcher knife. That can give him a lot of range, but like the Old Iron King fight had little room, so it seemed like he had a lot of range. It's really an easy fight, and it looks like he's from fucking Toy Story. Like, remember when fucking Woody gets dropped in the trash can? Because Andy's like, I don't want you anymore. The Rotten looks like that, but instead of the toys like becoming one big conglomerate, it's like dead bodies, which is a lot darker, but I mean, that Toy Story scene was also very dark and sad and upsetted me as a kid. And I also think I had a nightmare about that, but not the Rotten, probably because it was a first attempt. Easy ass fight. Kind of a shitter area because we went Royal Rat Vanguard, first attempt, shitter boss. And then we went the Rotten. Kind of shit, especially with how hard the fucking Black Gulch is. That place was a shithole. The fucking poison darts coming at me from every goddamn angle, just getting fucked. Jesus, that shit was wretched. And then you add on the fucking black sperm enemies jumping out of their cum caves. Ugh, dog. Like, what the fuck were those things? They wanted to fucking suck me with their hand faces. Sure reminded me like a fucking octopus beak. Fuck that thing. Fuck the Black Gulch. And honestly, yeah, mid-ass boss. And fuck. The next boss on the list is the Royal Rat Authority, and you know what? Fuck this thing. Fuck it. I struggled way too fucking much with this boss. I think because of my weapon, because I talked to a friend who played the game, and he said, nah, like that shit was easy. He wasn't that fucking hard. But it's because he was using an Ultra Great Sword, and I'm using this shitty fucking Craftsman Hammer that has no range, that has no follow through swing that like takes out multiple enemies. It's a 1v1 situation, and so when I'm fighting 5 fucking small rats that are gonna poison the fuck out of me, and also 1 giant dog rat, it is not a good day to be me, alright? I love my little hammer, but I really should have switched because it took me 14 attempts, the most of any boss so far by a lot. This is the first one to even reach double digits, and I had to switch up all of my techniques. I had to go buy the crossbow from the fucking dumb blacksmith who needs the dull ember because I could not kill the rats. I had to shoot them first when I came in. I could kill like 2 of them. Had to upgrade the crossbow to do even more damage. It was such bullshit. I did not enjoy this fight, but I don't think it's a bad fight. I think it's kind of interesting, but like, what the fuck? The Royal Rat Vanguard, literally the easiest boss. The Royal Rat Authority? Oh, nah. But I mean, honestly, once I killed all the small rats, the fight is pretty easy. I think I died to the big rat like once when all the small were dead. It's not a hard fight once you get the technique down, and probably also if you have a different weapon that does more. I'm assuming if you have magic too, or anything ranged, you're kind of just going to shit on it too, because killing the rats first makes this fight easy. But I couldn't do that, and so fuck this guy, alright? Stupid ass fucking rat motherfucker. I hope I never see another goddamn rat in this game, and I know that's probably not going to happen, because they're just kind of everywhere, but you know what? Fuck. Show me more dragons, less rats, please. My pain was rewarded though, because the next boss I fought was the Prowling Magus and Congregation. Magus, maybe there was supposed to be an N for Mangus. I don't fucking know actually. What the hell kind of a name is Magus? And why is bro prowling, alright? I don't like that word. What's he doing to his congregation, alright? They seemed kind of religious, and we all know what some religious groups do. They prowl, and specifically they prowl on the young ones, the fresh ones, the good ones? Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that. Ha ha. Yeah, this boss was super easy. Luckily, if they did do that shit, I fucked them up, alright? I fucking obliterated this bitch for the people, alright? Hopefully I helped them out, because the congregation is really easy. And honestly, there's swarm bosses in this game, but this is still one of the easiest. It's really just fucking Pinwheel, but I don't know, a little harder, I guess, because at least like Pinwheel did clones, and the clones were just one shot. At least the congregation has like actual enemies, but it's just kind of on the same level as the Skeleton Lords. Really feels like a cheap, easy boss with some ganking you have to do that trivializes the fight completely, and it's really boring. But I wasn't really upset because I just fucking killed myself on the Royal Rat Authority. The rope on my neck was already leaving a red mark, so I was really happy to fix this one up and just get out of there nice and easy. You know, not the worst fight ever, but And there's been like pretty much every boss is better than, except maybe like the Skeleton Lords and Covetous Demon. I mean, it was a little better than that, but really just dog shit. And instead of Magus prowling on me, I basically prowled him and fucked him behind the fucking altar. But after facing that boring ass boss, we do get to a cool one that I actually like a lot, and that is the Duke Dear Freya, the last boss I needed the Great Soul in order to move on to the castle. And so yeah, we beat this one in 4 attempts, and the reason I like it so much is because the design is cool. It's a giant spider with 2 heads that breathes ice, which I hate that move, alright? It's a little love-hate with some of its attacks, like the jumping attack, fuck that. The ice attack, fuck that. They can really catch you off guard. But the idea of it having basically half health on each head, and then when you destroy the head, you face the other head, is pretty cool. And the overall design looked really cool. And for those that don't really know the gimmick is you have to hit them directly in their face. You cannot hit the body. You cannot hit the legs. You can't do anything like that because that would be so easy to cheese. And so you pretty much have to sit right where their attacks are going to be because they shoot the fucking ice out of their face and they do these little pincer attacks. And when they jump, they're going to jump right on you. And it's such a big boss that it can really just fuck you up with the jump. So if you figure out how to not trigger that, do that because that shit is dog. I'm also sure there's like really cool lore because I'm thinking of like Shelob from Lord of the Rings because I made those fucking Shadow of War game videos. So maybe I'm just biased, but that's what I thought of. And Shelob has really cool lore in the Shadow of War shit and Lord of the Rings itself. So I was kind of thinking like, ooh, the Duke Dear Freya or Freyja, whatever it is too. I don't really know. Don't care either. You know, it has some secret dark lore where it's probably this evil fucking enemy, you know? Cool. I hope it does. Probably doesn't though, because usually I don't get lore right at all because I don't fucking read anything. But yeah, cool boss. Attacks are pretty rough, and it took me that 4 attempts. The only weird thing was when you kill one of the heads, it turns into like a dry butthole, like kind of nasty, dog. I did not want to look at that, and I went to the wrong head, and I'm just seeing that thing squelching at me like, fuck you. Bring me your other head, because I'm just trying to get the fuck away from you now. Completely ruined the fight, all right? This boss, actually terrible. I'm giving it 0 stars on Pinterest because, like, what the hell was that? Or a jump scare, made me throw up, and now I'm gonna have to get on fucking antidepressants for the rest of my life after seeing that. And the final boss of the video, the beginning of the real journey in the Dragilic Castle. I really butchered that. Hold on, let me look it up. Drangelic Castle. Okay, see, this is the problem. I forgot I had an in it, so I really fucked that shit up. But I found that shit, and of course, the first boss I fought there was the Twin Dragon Rider, a reused boss. That's honestly really fucking dog shit. First off, the blue Dragon Rider that shoots the arrows is non-threatening, all right? The arrows barely ever fucking hit. It really doesn't matter. You can just look at him. You see him about to attack, maybe just create some distance. So really, he just stalls the fight out, and he doesn't jump it down until you kill the orange one. I thought he would jump down like, oh, half health, and then I'm going to have to fight these guys, and that'll be rough because they have a lot of range, and the arena is pretty small. No. Just kill the other guy who you've literally already killed. He was the first boss I killed in the game. Just kind of insane to me. He also becomes a mini boss too, which is just kind of lame. I forget where it was. Oh no, I think it's when you go to Vindrick after you beat Velstad at... I'm already there, by the way, but you know, next video. But yeah, that's just like kind of lame. They just kind of reused him as a boss, reused him as a mini boss. But I'm sure there's cool lore because they're dragon riders. Maybe it has to do with that whole ancient dragon realm. I don't know, but you know, I just kind of wanted something cooler. Not the worst thing ever, just I thought the castle was going to just hit me with a bang. And the next boss I fought does, but just not this one. Kind of sucked. Wasn't very hard. Took me 3 attempts because the Dragon Rider is kind of a harder boss just because he has all that range. But, you know, get the fuck out of here. Also, I really don't like this boss too because my footage broke. Some of these next bosses I do not have footage of because shit just decided not to fucking work. I'm sorry. More of a problem for next video, but I'm just going to have to find some footage that I like that kind of looks like my run, but you know, apologies for that. And overall, I am excited for this next region. I don't know how far it's going to go or how big the castle really is, but I'm pretty sure this is where the end of the game is because it seems like it's building up to that because there's this door I can't open that leads to the king or something, and then I met the queen lady. So that stuff should be cool, and I'm also kind of picking up on some of the lore in the castle. So yeah, not bad. The atmosphere is also really dope, just like a fucking really old, you know, like, I don't know, 16th century castle. Kind of reminds me of that one church that burnt down, the one in Notre Dame. Probably doesn't look anything like that, but that's just kind of what I was thinking it looked like. But also, I don't really know anything about Europe, so, you know, I'm probably very wrong. There's probably a castle that it looks more like, but I don't give a fuck. That's just what I thought, and I'm excited to talk about the next kind of part of the game, the areas, because it gets pretty hype. I really like the next set of bosses for the next video, but you're just gonna have to wait till next week and the week after that, because that's gonna be another banger. I really like that shit, because we're gonna get into DLC soon, and then I'm gonna finish the game after the DLC. But that's all I got for you today. I hope you all do well, do good, do all you want, all right? Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Be you, unless you're going to be like a murder rapist. Then change, please. Change. Don't do that. And I will see you all in the next one. See ya.